You're on mute.
Yo, 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 yo.
What's going on?
Oh, it's been a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a,
It sure has been a day.
it's been a day. I see
It's been a doozy.
folks back there trying to get their life together. We got some folks in the building. Brother Cal he's away. He's on vacation. He took some PTO. Shout out to Cal.
Shout out to
Um,
Cal.
Brother DDM's took some PTO. He's away. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to DDM.
Shout out to Dapper. Dan Midas, as we call him at my house. Shout out to Uncle Manny. Um, of course, brother Cuz is on time right now, right? Cuz is on time right now. Oh, and you know what I'm saying? It's been what's up, chat? Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat.
Chat want to talk today. I already see it. The chat want to talk. Chat want. We will get there. We are going to get there. Maybe we start. You know what? My apologies. Let's. Nope. There we go. There we go. My apologies. We got the party started. Shout out to Joy Savage, Ken Wu, Brother Kofi.
Chat. On.
Listen, you listen. Kofi said, so how far can
They ready.
All right.
They ready.
Yeah. A little bit, man. Listen, please don't blame me for being thrown off today.
It's all good.
Yo, so apparently, right, the good folks over at Google was like, well, we've been trying to do some updates, but a lot of your stuff ain't gonna work for a little bit.
What does that mean?
Niggas like, yo, the goddamn like the lights and you know what I mean, the automation. I've been fighting automation.
What? So they made it all look pretty, but inside it's a little rusty.
I think that what it seems to be is they're trying to switch over from the Google Assistant deal to Gemini, the you know what I mean, sister Google.
Copilot?
No. Copilot is Microsoft.
Right. Is Gemini the Copilot of Google?
Yeah, it's their AI, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw them outstanding. See. Listen, I would want to get some more folks. We got 85 live in the chat. We got Corey is fighting his technology. Shout out to the homeboy Corey. We are working our way through it. I don't want to kick things off. Until we kind of got our footing up on this, because we got a discussion to have, and we got some words from when we'll start it off right, but yeah, just waiting for everybody to come in. So it's before today. It's been a week, right?
How was your week?
Oh, interesting. You know, same old stuff. Regular, go in. Some days don't go in. You know what I mean? It's been fine. But we lost Malcolm Jamal Warner this week.
That was very surprising.
Yeah, for me, it just the kind of, you start to hear things, and there's like when he drowned, like his daughter was with him, and that starts to put me in the mind of Shaq Gaspard. It just, it's really, really sad thing.
How old was his daughter?
That I did not see. I didn't see how old the daughter was, but I do know, young. And so yeah, man. Listen, it's funny because I am personally getting to the age where people start going all the time.
Yeah. Yes. I have been thinking about that because we have parents that are of age. And we are of age. I mean, everybody's of age to have ailments. But even today, when I was walking through the city, and there is this thing where there's a bus lane, and the bus lane is super close to the sidewalk. And these are like these New York City buses and these coach buses and these commuter buses, they kind of zoom sometimes through the commuter lane, and sometimes people will stand super close to the commuter lane. I mean, to the bus lane on the by the curb, because sometimes you have to form a line to get on the bus, etc., etc. And so I went to go out to get lunch today, and I'm walking, and even like walking on the sidewalk, it was so many people. It felt like Final Destination.
Oh, wow.
It just felt, even standing on the curb waiting for the light to change, I was like I just felt odd, weird, and we're just at that age of thinking this way, because I don't remember thinking this way when I was younger. It was free. Like, I was cool. I was chilling. It wasn't even a thought that a neighbor would just, out of the whim, never wake up out of their sleep. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I hate that we think about it. But like you said, we're at that age where we are at that age where like shit literally happens.
It's the curse of time, right? The curse of time is that you live long enough to see enough to know, well, this could happen, or that could happen, and it's a downer. You know what I'm saying? If you if you don't think about it at all, you out here, you know what I'm saying, carefree.
That's right.
I wish I could be there. I'm a notorious overthinker, so for me, I think that really makes all this hard, just navigating things. But like sitting there thinking about, man, look, what if that goddamn truck go over there? And your mind can do all sorts of
crazy, literally. I was like, what if, there was this one guy, he was standing by the curb, and he wasn't really he wasn't close, but the bus felt like it was so big that it could have clipped him.
Pops.
Hey, Pop.
It's unfortunately you, like I said, you live long enough to have seen so many things that you aren't surprised by much, and you are always on guard, especially as like a parent. Now you think, oh gosh, what if XYZ element?
Right.
It's right. It's the curse of like the longer you live, the more it just weighs on you. And man, listen, and the longer you live, the more people you see pass away.
That's right.
I'll never forget. We had just finished recording an episode. It was a Sunday morning. And we had just finished recording an episode of the Buffy dap each other up or cut the stream off. Everybody, peace, XYZ, yada. And then the text started coming in. And I believe, funny enough, I think the first text I got was from Cal. And it was Kobe gone. And I'm like, man, we just finished just finished recording, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like record days have had. I remember we were live on the Buffy when Muhammad Ali passed. And so listen, podcasting and people passing kind of, it's been interesting and kind of all in a intertwined. What's up, right? So I guess we can get down to it. Because the chat is right.
Chatting.
Yeah. The chat is chatting. I told y'all, brother Cal is on PTO, but he snuck away, and he got a message off. So we will set this conversation off with brother Cal and his comments, and then we're gonna get into it, man.
Big BRP, Big Cal Cena, winning trivia on the cruise ship. Just wanted to drop in briefly. I'm not supposed to be here, but it's not every day that I'm on vacation and I get word that Hulk Hogan passes away. Again, I don't want to take up too much time. Y'all know I could be long-winded. You know where BRP stands. You know where we've stood ever since that situation went down. And that's where we're always going to stand, honestly, on the side of right. Don't be afraid, though. I mean, I think the thing that we should all realize in this particular situation is, like, just because the pomp and circumstance right now in WWE is going to be the real American passed away. I can only imagine what's going to happen in Jersey for SummerSlam. They may do some type of tribute. Live your truth. If you know where you stand and you aren't standing up for the national anthem, you're not standing in tribute to Hulk Hogan, do you protect your peace? There's too many people out there that believe the same nonsense that he spews, and they're going to make you feel weird for saying, boom, we're not standing for that. And that's from Hogan, that's from Flair, that's from Val, any one of these cats who is on that type of nonsense timing, that MAGA timing, and that real, like, dividing the country bullshit, they can kick rocks. You ain't gotta, you ain't gotta put no hands on them. You ain't even gotta say nothing on them Twitters. You know where you stand. Put your energy behind the brothers and sisters and everybody else who is on the right side of things. And if you don't know if they're on the right side of the thing, do your research. Because clearly there was some Carfax about this man that we should have been put onto years ago. But I could go on all night, and I won't, because my family's probably going to beat me up for even being on the Yami for this long. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Shouts out to the squad. Have a great show. We're in the tricking A era. Let my niggas live, yo. I'm out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shout out to Cal. I know Mrs. Cal cussed him out for doing that video. Rightfully so. Right. Because
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah. So yeah, man, big deal. Hulk Hogan passes away at 71 years of age, and the internet will forever be in turmoil about it.
I've seen so much.
How'd you find out, and what was the
Corey? Because we have our TBT internal chat. Corey dropped it, and I thought it was a lie. I thought it was, how sometimes people see things and they just misinform, or the story's developing. That's what it was. Hulk Hogan dead at 71, story developing. And usually story developing can flip. They can retract, and we've seen that happen before. So I was like, I need to see a coroner's report. I need the reals, even if it came off of TMZ. Justin was like, usually when TMZ reports it, it's pretty solid. I'm like, yeah, but it says developing, so and then it got finalized.
not that hat.
And and that shirt. And so
no, don't do that.
And so when it was like, I'm petty. Okay, now I can move on. You know what I mean? And so for me, I didn't really react like I really wanted to react online, but I've felt I'm very much, my heels are dug in the ground. I have a black son. I have black male friends, and he was talking about them. He was talking about me. He was talking about my nephews. He was talking about y'all. He was talking about a lot of people. And when I heard the audio, like I can't go back from that. So it is what it is.
Brother Corey, you were one of the millions and millions of chats and text messages and DMs and but you were one of the first to hit folks with the info that Hogan was gone. What was I guess how'd you find out and what were your initial thoughts?
It immediately came across my phone via TMZ and everything. Usually I have like major news alerts that come across my apps and everything on my phone. So when I saw it flash, I said, whoa, like this is it's big news. Um what I thought instantly was, man, like the 80s as far as the wrestlers, 70s, 80s, it's really dwindling away.
Oh yeah.
That's the initial thought that I had. It's still the thought that I have. I mean, me personally, I just not sounding like horrible or anything. He wasn't one of my guys anyway. Whether I mean, the stuff that he said and did, that was just bad, regardless. But he wasn't one of the people I followed like that anyway. So for me, it was like, man, that's a big deal that he passed. But for me, not, and like I said, not to sound bad, but it was like it was just another wrestler that had passed for me. But he was a big deal. So and yeah.
And we
That was
can't
my
take
initial
away
thought.
from that too. We can't take away from the fact
Yeah.
that we wouldn't have what we have today if he wasn't a part of history. Maybe, maybe not. That still can be, that is still debatable in my opinion, because
Yeah.
I feel like, given some of the stuff, like I'm not a wrestling historian, but I am now learning about, other people that were around back in the day that didn't have a chance, and what if he wasn't around and they had a chance, black, white, whatever the situation is. So but at the end of the day, he is etched in history. He is one of the people. It was that WWF magazine with him on the cover that got me to watching. I picked up that magazine and never looked back. So, and the eat your vitamins and all that, I was a little girl, like, yes, Hulk Hogan, that is my absolute favorite wrestler at that point. So we can't take away from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So for me, I am the eternal skeptic, right? So when you get all these chats, the first thing I saw, and it's weird that I go here first now, but TMZ. When you see that TMZ says somehow now that's the official word, right? That is, I mean, TMZ is one of those sources that when a celebrity passes away, when they say it, it's pretty much, yeah, that's it, right? And so at that point, my first thought went to, oh, the timeline's going to be in shambles. The people, the tweets, everybody's going to be emotional about this, right? So, and everybody's going to want to be right or on the right side, like Brother Cal was saying. I feel like this is a situation where multiple things can be true. Hulk Hogan was the very first segment of the very first I stumbled upon Pro Wrestling on TV. My first segment that I ever saw was Paul Orndorff, Hulk Hogan, and some kind of phone angle. And I was like, yo, what is these two big dudes arguing on the phone? It's crazy. That is my start. And that is a 1980s something, right? That being the case, Hulk Hogan has been a part of a lot of folks' lives for the whole thing, right? Good, bad, and different. Now, the irony that he dies on the day that, or the anniversary that all this stuff, the 10th anniversary, where the Hulk Hogan Bubba the Love Sponge or whoever it was, tape release where he was like,
Is it?
my daughter, nigga, today is the 10th anniversary. If I went like on, you know, your Facebook memories, like on my Facebook page 10 years ago, it's just a picture of Hulk Hogan ripping the shirt open and it's got the rebel flag on it. The goddamn, like you said, ain't so Hulk. And that 10 years ago to the day. Now, here's the thing. For me, Hulk Hogan died that day for me.
Right.
Right? So I've mourned Hogan and what he was to my childhood for 10 years. I'm cool. Right? Everybody didn't deal with it in that way. So there are certain people's like, yeah, well, I can separate the this from the that. That's cool. It's not my opinion of it. But like, I can't say, oh, your feelings are invalid because this guy was a bad guy. Like, you know, I think the best or the easiest thing I can kind of compare this to is R. Kelly, right? Is like, yeah, R. Kelly's a nasty man. But that don't make the song that you liked 20 years ago a bad song. Just make Main Man a bad person. When I see someone who still is like, yeah, I know you're a bigot, man, but I used to like Hulk Hogan, man. And you seen like the funny part was the casuals, the niggas that don't watch wrestling at all, but they knew Hulk Hogan, they know The Rock, they know the Stone Cold. They say, oh, it's WrestleMania. Those people, all those hit my phone today. I'm sure y'all got the same.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh man, Hulk gone. And then you have the decision to be like, yeah, man, part of your childhood is gone today. Did you know he was an evil bigot? It's like, do you decide to weaponize truth in that moment, or you just let that person be sad for a second? I'm of the mindset, hey, I'll give you the information, but you don't need to have it right now. Be sad for a second. It's messed up. You know what I mean? It's messed up. He did what he did and he was what he was. But listen, Hulk Hogan died 10 years ago for me.
I didn't get those messages though.
Did you?
I didn't get the I'm sad messages.
Oh, I guess from the people who, you know, I get old. It's people who didn't like that ain't into wrestling. Oh man, now this Hulk Hogan, man, dang. And then someone sent them the meme or the text of the conversation that's coming out to everybody, and everybody's kind of sharing that. So
yeah,
when they talk about passes, right? And I see Mr. Miles talking about passes. Hogan did, baby. He don't need no passes. So now do I want to be mad at the person, the people now that are here at the gone because he was who he was? Or, you know what I mean, let them niggas live, man. Listen, I can't be mad at people. F Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? But today ain't, like I said, for me, Hogan died 10 years ago. So I can't be sad today. But I also don't feel like I want to turn the screws on a nigga that might be a little bit sad today.
I didn't think about it like that at all. I think when people talk about him and it's clear, like there was a lot of people, like I have a group of dads that I hang out with and, you know, they're like my best friend, wrestling dads, and they, you know, love wrestling, especially the 80s. And they did not know about that recording. I sent that recording in our group chat like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And that was it. They never mentioned Hulk Hogan to me. And they were right. So I think a lot they might be the only people that didn't know about that recording, and they didn't even hit me up. His wife hit me up, she's really my best friend. She hit me up and she said, "Oh, I guess there's one less racist in this world today." Like I don't think anybody who is on that side would even reach out to me. So that's why I didn't even think about it. I wouldn't rain on anybody's parade. I would just look at the text and put my phone down. That's it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that y'all brought up the Clam, you brought up the when you're getting the different texts from the different groups of people. And I know it's people that a lot of people hit me that I know don't watch, especially I don't talk to about wrestling for the most part. They're like, "Oh man, Hulk Hogan." I just hit them with the like, dang, that's crazy, right? Like that's all I hit them
Right.
because
Right.
I just at that point and the reason why I did that is for two reasons. One, for me, I'm just selective on who I talk to about wrestling anyway, just because I don't feel like getting into a conversation about it when I know they don't watch it. So it's kind of like, all right, let me just keep it right there. And the other was because, I mean, at that point, once that conversation comes out that's, where they'll, one way or the other, the way social media has been today, they're going to find out what happened anyway. So at that
Right.
point, if they
Right.
want to, yeah, if they want to be what they are, dang, they hit me up about it because they know I watch it. Great. I just leave it at that because I don't need to go down that road with them, So
Right. Right.
Yeah, it makes it, and I know a lot of folks looked at us. Listen, people thought we was going to be on here with confetti and champagne. And listen, a great deal of you folks are younger than us. Listen, that energy is amazing for you. I'm not drawn to being like mess. Like I'm not drawn to it. And so you folks that were waiting for us to James Brown on Main Man grave, listen, he gone. He ain't gonna see it. This is the thing. We did it while he was here. You know what I'm saying? While he was here and being unapologetically who he was, we was here and you saw the goddamn X every single, you know what I'm saying? That's us. That is our brand. There's no need to, like I said, it ain't no need to turn the screws on the people that are left over because main man that was that was transgressing is gone. You know what I'm saying? They put him his last moments. Now, listen, there's a lot of karma that came true. His last outing on the place where he was made, boos. That was the caption, right? Crowd boos. Listen, and I believe the date was January 6th.
Yep.
There were so many things that were poetic about the way he went out in pro wrestling. I personally don't feel like we got to give me rest in peace to Theo Huxtable. I don't have to hit the goddamn knees shaking with the pointers up, babe. We seen it. We said what we said when he was around. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that Cal said that struck me the most was the best way to be the opposite of what main man was today. Choose today to highlight someone black in pro wrestling specifically that you love, you respect, you want to give them their flowers because it worked going the same way in you the same way main man is. You end up with him. You gotta go the opposite way. So all that hate, show love. You know what I'm saying? Show love and just show love to. I ain't saying show love to main man. Please don't get that confused. Show love to some of these folks is out here getting busy week to week on TV, and despite who homeboy was, you know what I mean, they still got them goddamn Great American Big.
Still a sponsor.
They signed a contract, I guess.
Yeah.
Listen, what if I always say this when I think about that beer? What if the beer good?
I wouldn't even know. I don't even drink beer. So
I don't drink beer either.
What if the goddamn would be?
I do not drink beer.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think American beer is good.
It can be. It can be. It all depends on the brand and what you like. But I mean, everybody make Oh, it's all sorts of stuff. It's disgusting foreign beer. It's terrible beers from Germany. It's amazing beers from Germany. But I think it's just, beer wise, it's just what you like. You know what I'm saying? Coors Light ain't nasty, but it just ain't great.
There's one can in my refrigerator because my son and his friend bought that shit. I was like, "What is this? Why do you have this in here?" I didn't bring it, Mom. Okay, and a whole bottle. I have so many bottles of Stella in my refrigerator, but y'all
Stella ain't a
chose
bad beer.
to drink the Coors Light.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you got to drink a beer. You don't want to get drunk. Listen, you drink Coors Light. You cannot get drunk off Coors Light. You will piss yourself dry before you get drunk. Because you by the third beer, you peeing. You gonna piss yourself goddamn drunk. Mess around with the goddamn. But I mean, I guess listen, we spent a half hour on Brother Hogan, right? And I know cuz is gonna come in here and want to have a conversation. But we not running it back. We not running it back. We said what we said. I guess is there anything that y'all expected to hear from us or question how we feel? Because I feel like I stated mine perfectly. I don't know if y'all have any more Hulk Hogan bars to get off.
30 minutes is enough.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, not sounding insensitive. I mean, it's been covered all day.
Right.
I mean, what else more can we say other than what somebody else on another platform somewhere else has said similarly at this point? So
that's really that'd be my question too. Is like, yo, how many ways can it be said the same thing?
Yeah,
they said it already.
For how long?
Yeah. Oh, no. That's what she said. God dang it. Let's just start the show.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's the other one. That's the other one. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Black Rasslin, the Black Rasslin Podcast. Well, God is definitely still working on us. You know what I'm saying? Cal ain't here. I'm sorry, Cal. I'm sorry, Cal. Because I seen the doc. It's a lot of stuff on the doc. Cal, we ain't gonna get to it all. I promise you. I promise you I'm not gonna keep y'all with the preacher here. I promise y'all I ain't gonna stay here long. I promise. I'm sorry, Cal. I'm fam. I am the champ. But God is still working on me. The Turnbuckle Squad is on the line.
Me. Darling, hold my hand. Nothing beats a Jetsu holiday. And here we are. It's BRP night featuring Turnbuckle Talk folks. All for £4.
I don't know what that note was. It's a dog in my backyard right now going goddamn crazy. Brother Corey.
Oh, well, I'm going to start just like I start every Turnbuckle Talk. Good evening. Just like that. Plain and simple. Mimi hates it, so I love it. But no, it's Corey from Turnbuckle Talk. There's my handle there. Is it the shoes? Probably. You picked the pair, not me.
No, but listen, the reason why. Sorry.
The New Balance dress shoes. That's the pair I picked.
The reason why I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Is because you told me why. And now I know why you come in with that energy. And I just like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Now I know why.
and it's okay, and I don't care about sharing it. So listen, I'll be at work, and I'll be at work really early, y'all. Like,
Like
reason why
5
I
in the
be going
morning.
everywhere, all these places and stuff, because I get to work dumb early sometimes. When I get home, I'm about to be 41 in like 2 weeks. I'm taking a nap. That's what I'm doing.
That's right.
And we get on at 6:35. Mimi, what time do my alarm say?
6:34.
On the dot every Tuesday.
So when he
See,
comes on, I'm like, did somebody die? No, Corey just woke up.
wipe the cold from my eyes.
Right,
Who is
literally.
paging me and why?
Literally.
But no, it's been a good day. I mean, it's been a good week. My Mimi, my belt finally came in. My Travis Scott belt
Oh,
finally
let's see
came.
it. Let's see. Let's see.
I have it put away right now because it's getting packed. It's coming up to New York with me, or Jersey. I mean,
Oh,
so
okay.
I've already
Okay.
packed because I'm ready to go. So
I
I'm actually
From
prepared. But yeah, but no, it's it's so funny. And somebody joked with me. It's funny, and it is pretty. They were like, "Man, it took you longer to get the belt than Travis lasted with WWE," and I was like, "Yeah, well then, all
he's
right."
we
not
got
gone. I doubt he's
I
gone.
doubt he's gone too. But no, I just thought it was funny. I was just like, yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
but nonetheless, no, I'm ready to go. Mimi, you getting fours on Saturday or no?
You know what? I was having a conversation. I have this commuter friend who lives in
Mm-hmm.
town, and we met through sneakers on the ferry.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he popped up this week, and he had on 95 Air Maxes. And I was like, hey, we shot
Mm-hmm.
the shit. And then I said to him, I said, so have you copped anything, by the way? By the way. Now, mind you, our conversations used to be like the next drop, what drop, we got all that. He hasn't gotten anything, and I have. The last pair of shoes I got were the Donkey Kongs.
Mm. Well then,
That was the last pair I got, and I just have not been motivated to buy anything. But yeah. So I don't know. If
you
I
getting
wake
them,
up on
fam?
Saturday, maybe.
nah. I listen. I just bought some. I just got the copper foams for $1.50.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Look. Volt phones are the same price. I mean, it's real out here.
Oh
It's
wow.
real out here.
I
Yeah,
looked in the Go app, and it was like everything in my want list seemed attainable. So it's like I'll go back.
very.
I'll go back another day. Like I'm just not pressed.
That's dangerous, right? Now
It
let me ask
is.
you a question.
Price could go-
Mm-hmm.
Cause I was like, yo, I don't want a bunch of pairs this year. And I was like, but them steel tins, right? Then they put that it's a line of stitching, and I don't know why it ruins the shoe for me. But have you seen this toe cap that's on the steel tins that's coming out?
Yes, and I need them bad. That it's the OG
But
in the discussion.
Mike
Need
was
them.
right. Mike was right about them
Yeah. Oh,
shoes
yeah.
you
It's
need.
horrible on the shoe.
It
Listen,
I
let's not get it twisted. It's horrible, but it's the OG. I need it. Sorry.
so okay. If from that standpoint, yes, I don't like the shoe now, and it's weird for me
Mm-hmm.
that one what inch and a half of stitching can ruin a pair of shoes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it looks so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would Mike was right. God dang it, Mike was like, nah. Why would y'all put that? Get it off.
Yeah.
Made him re-release it. Mike was right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Listen, comes with the powder blue bottom, the photo real box. I need all that.
The
I
box
need
looks
all of
slick.
it.
The box looks slick, but the box wasn't in the box they came in.
I know, but the box was the box that was around when they first started retroing. The first retros that they ever did back in '95, when the ones, the twos, and the threes were first retro during the 10th anniversary. That's the box that it was coming in. I
Yeah, they
need
thought
it.
it was over. They thought it was over.
Yeah, I need it.
Needless to say, he's been putting out ugly shoe after ugly
Ugly
shoe
shoe.
for 20 years at this point.
Mm.
Like, what's the last good looking J for you, Corey?
To be honest, 17, 16 is close. That's the last good looking way if you're going in chronological order. I mean, and here's the thing. I do at least one of every signature model.
Mhm.
So I'm just waiting to
Getting
see
them
for the
40s.
40s to go down on sale at some point, and I'll get that one too. That's my collection. To have at least one of every that, and I do I've done one of every LeBron. So I have an original LeBron of every model. That's just me because I mean I was born in '84, so I couldn't get OG Jordans like that as an adult back then to have one of each. But I mean I've got retros and I've got originals, from like 15, 14 on up.
Mimi, what's the last pair of
So
Jordans? What's the last numbered Jordan you would wear?
13s. Those
I'm
were
with you.
my first. Those were my first adult pair.
Really?
Yeah, I bought them off of East Bay.
Oh, you got them for a good price. You got them for a good price.
how many attempts, Mimi? Because were there any cancellations or were you able to get your size?
No, I always got my size.
Okay, because that's a thing back then with East Bay is that ordering from the catalog, if you're sending away, you didn't know if your size was really in stock by the time you looked in the catalog.
Right.
That's crazy.
So you might get a cancellation. So
yeah, I never got cancellations from them. I used to buy. That was my first pair, and I didn't stop after that.
Hey Corey, I don't know what happened. You turned to the side. Did you press the button on that ugly ring?
That was me. Sorry.
Did the wings come out?
It did. That ring is beautiful, by the way.
It's not. Come on, let's not do that. Listen, we all have our biases. I don't think either one of us could talk about anything involving either of these teams without some sort of bias. But you put green wings on a Super Bowl ring.
Is that what they did?
Yes, it's harder. It's harder to look at than it is to say.
On the side?
The wings pop out and it has a very inspirational quote on the Mimi.
They pop out?
Yes.
Use a lie. I don't.
Yes, you press a button at the top of the ring, they pop out.
Lie.
And on it, it says, "You can't be great without the greatness of others," or something like that. Yeah.
It's like what? It said, "Thank you, Giants." That's what it said. Thank you for being stupid. You big stupid Giants.
Oh, I thought it said, "Dallas, where's yours?" I thought that's what it said. So.
That's funny. You are just getting an S. You just put an S to rings.
Oh my god!
Come on, you just getting your S, Hangman.
So I just want to know: is yours in the little clear plastic case VHS, or is it just still in the paper? That's what I want to know.
It's still more than yours. That's what it's
on.
Are you? It's on the heaviest.
Is that your crutch? Is that what you're relying on? Is that what you're relying on?
It's on the heaviest shelf. Listen.
All I know is I saw Dak and your boys riding around with broomsticks today at training camp. That's what I saw today.
Oh no, I didn't see
Yeah.
I think I seen Hulk Hogan. You were still looking. This is what I tell you. We can't stay here long. I can't, but y'all green boys. Listen, it's some sort of weird fandom. Y'all be y'all and them boys down 295. Y'all can be doing really, really well. Y'all can't keep the cowboy names out y'all mouth. You really fans.
Listen, you can't. You the one that brought up the ring. You brought it up.
I did because you wore that mess.
I can't wear clothes.
I mean, listen, I'm not that stuff you got on. Not you got dang lead mark. I know what happened.
I'm true to it, man. I bleed green. That's sorry that annoys you.
And you gotta get that looked at. You gotta get that looked at. Yeah, green blood is gross, man. That's nasty. That's very gross. That's very gross. This nigga is what was the Enemy Mines with Louis Gossett, nigga? You wanted a Drac. He drink. That's nasty, man. Listen, let's talk about some wrestling.
Yeah.
Yo, did y'all watch Slammiversary?
Yes.
So this is big eyes on TNA, which is very cool. It's very cool because TNA is one of the first companies we talked about that has been using black pro wrestlers for quite some time. And even toward the top, you know what I'm saying, Rich Swann and all them kind of guys. So they start off this. Listen, shout out to Big Sid. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see him lumbar check
Tasha Steelz, yeah, way to run that match back with them too, man. With Ali and said, and that was that. It's amazing how they can just have such a stellar match that was so much different than what they did at WrestleMania. And that match, even then, I mean, because I went to that Mania and I saw that match. That match was amazing. But the one they had on Slammiversary, I'm really sitting here like, oh, this is gold. Like they need to, whatever they're going to do, I don't want that to just be their highlight and they stop. Give them more at this point. Like both of them. They did excellent in that.
Yo, Ali, since he left WWE, it's listen, I am of the mindset everybody ain't for every place. And I think what he's done, I've seen him in New Japan getting busy. God dang, you've seen him all over the place on the indies, giving folk flowers. We saw him in Fourth Rope. He's been doing an amazing job since he left and kind of doing the things that I feel like he's supposed to do it as a wrestler. I think he's one of those folks that was supposed to leave. Now, the one guy who was supposed to leave TNA who popped back up was Alan Joseph. AJ Styles back in TNA was a big deal.
Huge.
He comes in after
I said, who's Alan Joseph?
I'm sorry, the phenomenal Alan Joseph.
Okay. Alan Joseph Styles, man.
Yeah.
Alan Joseph Styles.
But no, he comes in after an amazing title win by Leon Slade over some jobber. And it was great. First of all, we saw Leon in Vegas getting busy all over the place, also Fourth Rope. You know what I'm saying? Ashe. Shout out to Leon Slater for being one of the black champions in the world, but also one of the last TNA niggas to actually have a title. How did you feel first? Well, more importantly, I mean, shout out to him, and that was great. But like, how dope was it to see him come in and him not know that AJ Styles was coming out to after his match to kind of show him some love or whatever?
Mimi, you want to tackle that first? You want me to?
I didn't watch.
Remember
you watched us.
So, all right. So for me, it was two things. One, I noticed that this is dope that they're letting Leon stay there. Not that he doesn't deserve to be there, but it's dope that he's there because he's the X Division champion, and AJ is. I talked about it on Tuesday on Turnbuckle Talk, and not only is AJ just the epitome of the X Division, like he's Mr. TNA. It's like, to me, like you think of Sting in WCW, you think of John Cena in WWE. AJ Styles is on that level for TNA. And to see him walk back out there, the old music. I had been watching TNA since the old, weekly pay-per-views after I graduated high school. Like those were coming on, and AJ has always been, you think of TNA, you think of AJ Styles first. I guarantee 99% of people are going to say that. To see him walk out there, give the props, because they could have done that by itself, fam and Mimi. They could have done that at a regular, taken out segment with nobody in the ring, and AJ could have had the floor to himself. But he shared that with Leon after Leon just won the championship. So that was a big deal to me. I didn't see it as a passing of the torch or anything like that. I saw it as AJ's acknowledgement of the present, of what's going on. And Leon was so good in his match. Yeah, he deserved every bit of being out there while AJ Styles is out there. So I loved it.
We also saw Fourth Rope come in. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas like they like Main Man. They like the real one.
Oh yeah.
He was on. It was on.
They won. They won.
I didn't realize that.
And they won. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the ill part, is like you had them come out and Fourth Rope, and we saw Brother Westside Gun have some bars. Well, shout out to Cuz.
Why you smirking as soon as you saw him on the screen?
Hello, Matthew.
Sorry, fam.
I'm in mourning. Had a rough night. Had a very rough night. My son's team lost.
Oh
no.
Yeah, they took the L. He was heartbroken.
He's supposed to be.
Seeing him heartbroken broke my heart.
Mm-hmm. It'll do that.
Do what I do best.
You know what? Hold on, because listen.
Drink a Mexican beer.
Listen, we were talking about Fourth Rope getting their love and people showing love to Enzo Amore. AJ Francis almost broke his nuts on that moonsault. Cuz, what'd you think of Slammiversary? What were the standout moments? And I will be right back.
Standout moment outside of AJ almost killing himself. It gotta be what's the young boy, Leon Slater. Leon Slater and AJ Styles was the moment. For me, I don't know if anything other than that really
Stood out.
me. Yeah. That one he put the beats to number 51. That's always a plus. Him getting his first win. This is first championship, if I'm not mistaken, in TNA, and kind of being the one guy that's actually TNA and holding the flag for him, because right now it's looking rough for them for that side of town. So I think that was really the standout. If I'm not mistaken, that was the Hardy Boys came. The Hardy Boys got the win in the tag match, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't care about that. JC Jane got the win over
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, can we?
Oh, y'all ain't get there yet.
Why
Y'all ain't get there?
attitude? Why you saying no? We did it. Well, why you like Corey ready for battle? Corey,
Hi.
that was crazy. Corey has a strong.
Nope. I'm gonna let you say it wrong. Go ahead.
I'm not. It's not wrong. It's an
No, I'm gonna let you say it wrong.
opinion.
You're gonna explain it wrong, but go
He
ahead.
has what? Corey has
Listen.
what?
An opinion.
About what?
The whole JC Jane and Marsha. Is it Marsha?
Masha.
Masha Slamovich situation. I just feel that.
So let's announce it first. Let's announce that they've lost all the titles. Their titles went to Masha lost. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that everybody was pissed off was is Trick walked away with Mike Santana title.
No.
Nah.
No. Trick walked away with Trick.
What I mean is the whole earth wanted him to win. So
yeah, but
not the right time yet, but go ahead.
Right, no. So a lot of folks was upset. But what you was about to say, Mimi?
I'm very surprised that they allowed JC Jane to get this win over Masha. The reason why I feel like it should have been Jordynne Grace. And the reason why I say Jordynne Grace is because I feel like Jordynne Grace is the most believable character. She's the most believable talent to have to do it. It's not that I was upset. I was just confused. But go ahead.
Hold that thought, Mimi. Here you go. She want to say hello to the people.
What's up, cuz?
Hi.
How are you? Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. How's school? How's school? Are you enjoying your summer?
This guy right here, if you need anything from Foot Locker, he the guy. He's actually at Foot Locker right now.
I am actually.
In the back storage room.
I'm in the storage room. You're right.
What you want to sit in?
No.
She's like,
my bad.
yes, thank you. Interrupting us.
Sorry, y'all.
Hey, speaking of interruptions, really quick. One of my favorite TV shows of all time is Game of Thrones. One of my favorite sayings from that show is a Lannister always pays his debts.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now,
he about to go down.
I could not find a deuce can of this, and I'm not drinking this whole 40.
Oh my god.
I got one of them cups.
My stomach hurt.
Got one of them cups. I don't know who else owe cuz I'm paying my.
I don't owe him nothing.
She's lying.
I don't owe him nothing.
I'm letting that slide.
So also my bet was to chug a deuce. That was my bet.
That was your bet,
right? I'm gonna pour this cuz you tell me when.
I'm not.
You see, this is a 40. I'm not drinking a whole. I promise you, I'm not drinking a 40.
All right.
I drink. You tell me, god dang, because this is about to be stupid. I don't know why I said.
Hold on, take the words off the screen.
Oh my god.
Yup. No, I ain't say shit yet.
Oh my god, my stomach.
Oh, this
hurt.
nigga gonna piss himself. Yeah, that's it right there. Right there.
Oh my god.
All right. God dang it.
Yeah, go ahead. Drink her down.
Listen.
Drink her down.
Because of peer pressure.
Shout out to Homegirl. Shout out to Homegirl who had one of the best moments of Twitter this week when a nigga told her you should bring your pretty A back to WWE, and she told that nigga, "Nah, your ugly ain't need to watch the AEW."
Because my cousin doesn't curse, he fucks it up. But she said, your ugly ass should watch me on AEW. Chug a look, chug a look, chug a look, chug a look. There you go. He gonna piss himself. Shout out to y'all. Happy birthday, D.
Yeah, happy birthday, D.
Cousin drinking for you,
Happy
D.
birthday.
That was awful.
Now, back to my Slammiversary.
Back to Masha. Mm-hmm. What was you saying?
Corey.
What was you saying?
It was Corey.
No, you told me to hold that thought. You was about to say something.
No, because my daughter came.
Oh, okay.
Oh. You talking about JC Jane?
Yes.
Okay. What I had said on Tuesday is the situation of her winning the championship. Again, not the characters, not the careers, not the wrestlers. As I said multiple times. I said the situation when she won the championships reminded me of when Chris Jericho won the Undisputed Championship in 2001. That he was the kind of the last person anybody expected to come out of that to win the championship. And then all of a sudden, with a cast of characters of Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. At that time, it was definitely and Chris Jericho. So for me, it felt like it was kind of viewed by a lot of people in the same light that it's and JC Jane. Like JC Jane was the other person in Toxic Attraction. She was the other person when her and Gigi broke up. That a lot of people were looking for Gigi to be that rising star, and then all of a sudden, you get Stephanie Vaquer against JC Jane, in which people probably didn't even look to even finish that main event because they ain't thinking she would win. And then what happens? JC Jane wins the NXT Women's Championship. What happens at Slammiversary? When, again, she's written on. I'm not saying this to advocate for JC Jane, or I'm the biggest JC Jane fan, but it's things that I notice. Somebody has an investment in her. I mean, obviously the company does, but somebody in particular is really looking at her and thinking, okay, there's something there. And I just don't think things like this are accidental. Will it work? Time will tell. But I don't think it's accidental. So that's what I was saying on Tuesday, is that I think when she won and won the TNA Knockouts Championship, I immediately thought, wow, this is just like when Jericho won, that nobody thought it would be her, and nobody thought it would be him. And here we are. She's the dual champion. And I thought she cut a great promo on NXT pretty much highlighting the same things on Tuesday.
You're not wrong. One thing, I think a lot of people looked at her as intoxic attraction when we talk. What was it? Toxic attraction.
Toxic attraction with Mandy and Gigi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I saw her then, and I think it's some of the people that will say the same. She was the best wrestler there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With our new squad, again, she's just being overlooked because she's paired with bigger characters. That's why she's overlooked, but she's always been the worker.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever she's going, she's always been working. The thing that I'm kind of confused about with when you say Jericho, yeah, I understand Jericho was the most overlooked. Nobody thought Jericho was going to win, but I didn't think she was going to win the NXT title. We ain't got to do that shock shit twice. You already shocked me once.
Yo, did y'all peep the thing that they did this week? I thought was a very cool aesthetic thing they did when she walked through Oba and Trick.
Yes, with the titles on the side. Yeah.
The titles were on the corresponding side. I thought it was a fly, like that was a fly choice that they did, but I felt like, how do we feel like it's not the same thing as when they had the partnership with AEW and Kenny was the belt collector and they were losing everything? And like, I can see a like an invasion angle if they choose to do it, but they got to do something soon because it looked like they just take, and no one's going to believe anything in that as far as that partnership goes.
Well, fam, another random kind of Jericho comparison, on the side. I think JC Jane loses him how Kurt lost in at WrestleMania 2000. She gets in a triple threat. She loses both belts without being pinned.
It keeps her up because she needs the rub.
Yeah, bingo.
She
still and even if she does get pinned, the fact that she's in the match, that's fine. But that's why I think she loses. I think they run it's an easy fix. You can run a triple threat that there's 2 falls for the 2 separate titles, because this isn't going to last, that they're going to keep passing around both titles together as one championship. It's not a unified championship like over in AEW. It's going to be where she loses it so it's probably going to be a Bound for Glory in which Mimi, your Jordan Grace wish may come true, or it may be Jordan and JC and Masha in a triple threat, and Jordan and Masha walk out with the championship, and JC walks out with nothing.
What the fuck was the point?
Also, I'm not saying that that's what I want to happen. I'm saying that's what I would have expected to happen.
Okay, but okay, and that's fine.
Situation.
Mm-hmm. Now, Matt, you asked him what's the point. The point is to establish JC Jane as that other top contender in NXT. NXT already, and people have talked about it. They lost Roxanne, they lost Stephanie Vaquer, they lost Julia. I mean, at some point, you're gonna have to have JC Jane up there as a top person. You're gonna have her. You're gonna have Lash. You're gonna have Jada. You're gonna have Fallon Henley. Blake Monroe is there. Like, she's there at this point. So. JC is the most. She's probably the most tenured out of all, or tied pretty much as the most tenured out of all of them. So if they're not taking her in Fatal Attraction or anywhere else for the moment, you have to establish her as something. That's my opinion. I think.
But what I'm saying is, you have you just named a whole slew of a whole cast of characters.
Sure.
You still have cats that are coming up.
Yes.
So you really, what are you're establishing her for her to disappear? Because
but at this
Callie Armstrong, you got Callie Armstrong out there, and like I don't.
Yes, but until they bring Callie to that next level of NXT, I mean, I know she's been appearing, but she's still on Evolve for right now. So if you're not doing, JC Jane has been there. I'm trying to, and I can't. It'll come to me later, I'm sure. but she's tenured to where she has been a role player in all the other parts of her career in
Correct.
NXT so far, and now she's the main person.
Open 'em up.
She's the front
But
woman of Fatal Attraction.
are you sure
So
she's the main person when we looking at her as a transitional champion?
she the champion though.
On
I think
both
for me,
shows.
she's the front person to that. Granted, there's a Fallon, and it's funny because when that group got together, a lot of people could make that argument that it was Fallon Henley, and I still thought it was JC Jane at that point. But Fallon Henley, she was coming out of the because she was the North American champion as well, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
So a lot of people may have thought at that point it was her, but JC Jane she's been playing that role play, so they put that in in her court. I think she's running away with it so far in the sense that she's been the best performer of the
Because
three
she's
in
the
that
best
group.
performer.
Mm-hmm.
So
She is. I
mean,
think so.
mean
I
cut
think
you
so.
off. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, get your shit
No,
off.
no. I was good. No, you're good. Go ahead.
My bad. No, that was it. That was it. I don't know.
So let me ask a question. We're talking about championships.
Mhm.
You talk about that little scene. What did you think, Corey, specifically? You the title guy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the beautiful titles here, the beautiful PWDC. And
I forgot.
I think I know what you're gonna ask. Go ahead. Go ahead.
what did you think about the Ethan Page
I want it.
Canadian?
I want it.
You think they're gonna sell it?
I hope so.
Nigga, what part of Canada? What part
Canadian.
of Canada? What part of Canada?
Is that where they make the soda?
Landover, you from?
Canadian Club.
I like titles. Y'all know that. This is no secret. I collect titles, and that one is something unique in that for me, I'm a geek. I always was a nerd in school. The fact that it's the North American Championship and there's a Canadian strap, I think that's so unique, and I want it. I do. I hope they sell it. I've been looking every day to see if it's popped up on Shop. That is something I would get.
If I could be serious for a moment.
Yeah, and it was the same week. It was the same week as that 25 years later. When Lance Storm won the United States Championship in WCW, and he renamed it the Canadian Heavyweight Championship.
I did the Canadian.
Yep.
Canadian. Shout out to Canadian. How long before we get a Mexican version?
Never. It won't make it past.
Yeah.
You sure it'd be hard to have the Mexican flag on that joint? And then have, like, side plates got cocaine.
Won't make it over the border, cuz.
Yo, Starks lost again. I'm sorry, Saints.
Saints, yeah.
Do you think there's a direction with what they're doing with Rick? Are we worried? Because we wanted him over. We wanted him out of AEW.
We wanted him on television.
That's
more television.
Bingo.
We want him.
That's his job. We wanted him on TV so he could do his job. He's doing his job, and he's doing his job well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so happened that he's taking L's. It's. I'm not gonna say it's similar to what's going on with Bailey.
Oof,
but she's like L after L after L. She's eating a lot of pins. Shout out to Cal, but. He's on TV, and that's a lot more than what we can say for when he was across the street. No disrespect.
I am not a big AEW. I'm sorry. I'm not a big NXT watcher, right?
Sure.
I tuned in this week. For me, it was fairly, I ain't gonna say obvious, but like it's I can tell from watching that show that it's such a different product than the main roster that I see that there has to be a plan for someone going up, because what they do down there for 90% of these people isn't going to work when they go upstairs.
Correct.
I think it's an entertaining product. I think the presentation is very smart and it works within the parameters it's in, but I think it's a very, very different product Different doesn't mean better or worse. It just means different. It's a very different product. So I understand what when people struggle when they go upstairs.
But the thing is, I think that they highlight the best part of the individuals that they have, and you don't get that when you move up. And I feel like up needs to make some sort of change to where you can get the most out of the individuals that you have and stop trying to force. You know you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
And that's
I do.
and you have all these great competitors out this motherfucker, and when you don't get what you want from them, you throw them to the wayside, but you're never highlighting the best part of them. That's why you're not getting shit from them.
So you think that Melo's not being highlighted?
Melo is funny because Melo's not being highlighted the way people want him to be highlighted. But you see Melo every week. You see Melo on the commercials. You see Melo on social. You see Melo everywhere. But people want him to have this title, that title, this title, that title. And that's just not where Melo's supposed. That's just not where they have Melo right now. But you're getting Melo every week. And what Cuz once said was TV time equals currency.
Oh, it's definitely the currency. Correct. So here's the thing with that money, right? Because it's having money. Now, money, when money is working for you, money moves up, money moves down. The only thing about that TV time being currency is that it's social currency. So it moves in one direction or the other. So when we talk about a Bailey's on TV all the time, but that nigga lose to everybody.
That's different.
But hold on.
I'm with you.
That she's losing to everybody, and at this point, a win over Bailey ain't much it ain't a whole lot to celebrate. And so her currency, even though she's on TV, may be trending the right way. Hers isn't trending the right way. And I feel like with Carmelo, he isn't established. Listen, Bailey a Hall of Famer if she stopped tomorrow, right? Melo is not. So when you use that currency of TV, we have to see where you're going, and we have to see it past. We know you can do the dope stuff in the ring. It's now whatever your character is, what esteem, because that's really what the booking tells us. Right, is like what esteem should we hold these people in? Like, is he a guy who when two folks get in the ring? Oh, for the most part, he gonna win. He's not supposed to win. And then the best matches, of course, when you get is two guys kind of on the same level, and then you get those usually at the big pay-per-views. But for the most part, when you watch these TV matches, you see people at one level and another in these matches. And it's not jobbers, but 9 times out of 10, you know who's supposed to win these matches. And I just feel like I would like to see Melo trending up like a Naomi and a Karrion Kross. I think both of those folks, the way they're treated is they're trending in an upward path, and I just want to see us go up.
Yeah. So when you all speak of currency, I think the major difference with Carmelo and Bailey right now. What'd you say?
What do you mean by you all?
I believe he's translation. You jungle bunnies on the screen. I believe that's what I heard. Monkey Jimmy Jams.
So with Carmelo and Bailey, I think the difference is Bailey's taking L's, yes, but she's taking L's as the part of the story that she's in. If you hear me out, her L's are still relevant to what's going on, as opposed to Carmelo hypothetically taking a random L to Aleister Black, who he has no story with. Yes, there's still TV, so that's why I still think Bailey's equity is there if you beat her, in the sense that she's losing in her story right now. She's losing to a Lyra, or she's losing to Becky. I know they just lost the tag title match on Monday, but I think there's a difference in the type of loss, if you get what I'm saying, that she's taking. She's taking the losses as part of her story, as opposed to a Carmelo who he gets on TV. Yes, we do love that he's on TV. He gets announced as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner when he comes out. But then he takes an L to somebody he's not in a story with, or that they just created a backstage. They had a backstage segment with Damian Priest, and he goes out there and has a match with him and loses. It's just like that. That I think is the difference between the quality TV time and then taking an L like Bailey, as opposed to, yes, he got on TV, but he's just losing every week.
See, the thing, the one thing with Melo, and I'm a huge fan of Melo. Shout out to Melo, nigga. Is whenever he's in a feud, you never know who's going to win that. He always has an opportunity to win. That's why I don't think his currency has dropped, or his you know what I'm saying? He always you're all whenever you see him, you're like, all right, this nigga might fuck around and win this one. Just like last week when he was on the screen with Priest, you like, all right, he fuck around and lose to Priest. When they announced him, they announced him as the underdog.
Yeah.
And I'm looking and I'm like, yo, that's fucking crazy that Melo is the underdog to Priest, but let's see how this plays out. And it was a DQ, so that's not really, I don't really look at that as a loss because he didn't get pinned. But every time I see Melo on my television, I'm never looking at him like, all right, this nigga about to take an L. Oh,
isn't it funny that match with Melo and Priest, that match happens 3 years ago? Melo's probably winning that match. Or 4 years ago in NXT, he's probably winning that match.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bailey's currency is still there because, just like Fam said, if she goes away tomorrow, she's still a Hall of Famer. So
absolutely,
she still holds weight. But to counter that, the aesthetic of her losing looks really bad. It almost feels like she hasn't won anything in a very long time. Like I can't remember the last match she won.
Oh, it's not almost feels like she has not.
So Mimi,
that is correct.
It's weird because of where she sits.
Yeah.
Because none of the other horsewomen have lost like that, like how she has. However, I still hold her. I still think a loss to Bailey matters, and it's a big.
But I don't know if any of the other horsewomen actually get in the ring as much as she does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, she's gonna take some L's, but she's not taking like she took.
Bailey's the most versatile. She's the most versatile.
Yeah.
Yeah. She took the L with Lyra, and she took the pin against
three-way
and the triple threat.
No. I'm just now in the tag match.
Oh, in the tag title. Yeah.
She just took the pin there, but I didn't think that was a big deal. But like Corey was saying, in the grand scheme of things, that's what's helping the story.
Yeah.
Or that's what's pushing the story.
Yeah, because Bailey's probably turning. I know a lot of people, and people are saying it in the chat too, and a lot of people have been saying it in different places online, and they think the Bailey heel turn is coming, and it will justify the loss if that's what ends up happening. It's going to justify the losing streak, and and Michael Cole did mention it that she's been on a losing streak, and again, as I was saying, she's not. I can't even. I just like I don't even know who Maxine Dupree. I'm just throwing a name out there. It's not like Bailey's walking out and she lost that and there was no build. She's losing to Lyra. She's losing to Becky. She's losing to the tag team champions. If there's a such thing as good losses, Bailey's having good losses.
She's losing to people that she's not losing to anybody that's way under.
Exactly. So like I said, if there's a such thing as good losses, Bailey's having them, and if it's the bigger part of the story of what's coming, in the next chapter of whatever we're getting, because I think, and I said this on Tuesday too, Mimi, when we were on there, and you were on there, whatever is happening with Lyra and Becky in particular, I think is ending at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Wherever they're going, whether it's Bailey and Becky or if it's Bailey and Lyra, and I think it's Bailey and Lyra, that chapter is about to begin. So I think that's where these losses are going to come into play one way or the other.
Where does
shout out to Miles.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mr. Miles. I've never seen him before in the chat. I don't know. Shout out to
I ain't never seen him before.
So we saw John Cena last week, right? Try to get out of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about he got a film and he's not doing the match with Cody.
All relevant and accurate and
because it's a bunch of crap. That's why that's exactly. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish it.
And valid reason.
And valid. Okay.
Wait. You see how it goes? Hold on. Pardon me, Corey. Pardon me, God.
That's fine. Go ahead.
You see how it go when it's Corey on the show and Dap ain't here. So it's nobody to vouch for the bullshit.
It ain't no other Wonder Twin for they could turn into a bucket of water.
This right here.
I'm vouching it.
Proceed.
Yo, so he says he's filming. Oh, he don't want. So Cody beat him up, and he took the signature in blood.
Why you do the splash with the contract in his hand? He looked wild.
I think there is a purposeful step over the line with Cody at all times. Like he's always showing I could turn at any moment, and I want you to think that. And to be honest, that was really the thing that people talked about with Sheena forever. Like, he's and I think that's a page. I don't think we get black hair Cody for a very long time. But I think throughout, they'll hint at all of that like forever.
When we do get it, do you think Brandy will be an addition to that, like it was in the past?
Why the black woman make you a bad guy?
No, I'm asking a legitimate question because
that's a real question. That's a real question.
It depends on the black woman.
I don't think it matters. She can't be a nobody. No.
Did she come back as Eden Styles?
No.
Who?
Eden Styles, sir.
You remember she was Eden Styles?
Get your knowledge up.
She was Eden Styles. Is crazy.
Eden, nigga, Eden.
She was Eden Styles. Is crazy. Like what? This is why I get rejected when I'm.
I can't.
Yo, we on the way. The last WWE thing, you know what I mean? And I my favorite era of Roman Reigns was maybe 3-4 years ago. And this nigga was on the bike, on the Stairmaster, and he was talking crazy.
Yes.
Right? They was talking crazy. I feel like now, I'm gonna be honest.
Now she come back on the screen. Unbelievable.
I feel like they was
unbelievable.
I feel like they're chasing that right now, right? Roman cut one of those. He was on a Stairmaster or something, and he cut the promo. I'm gonna be honest, people love it because it's Roman, but it wasn't those. It wasn't. Listen, I know what they were trying to do, but it wasn't one of them. When Roman was on them joints, I'm like, nigga, I beat you up, and I beat you up every day of the week.
You can't recreate
Hand
that.
up. I got something to say about that, fam, when you finish.
But no. So I feel like they tried that this week, and they're trying to he's on his redemption tour with his cousins, and so he kind of was like, yo, let's do this, let's beat up the Bronze. So what did y'all think of the promo? And I mean, are we gonna get the match?
So I thought this was Roman's true first babyface promo. Because the instances where he's calling out to the fans are the ones that kept me as the tribal chief, and his acknowledgement of his cousins helping him, and the name calling of the manager, and we're gonna get those two guys, and this was the first time, because yes, Roman has been considered a face by most people since he came back last year at SummerSlam, but he still had that tribal chiefness about him, that kind of selfishness about his character. He was a good guy, but he still had those instances of that. What I saw Monday was, no, this is Roman Reigns, the face character now. Whatever iteration of the tribal chief he's in, it's a baby face now. I felt full good guy promo out of that for the first time since he's been the tribal chief to me. So now he's this is good guy Roman, because it's not a thing of I need my cousin's help anymore. It's a thing of, oh, I'm gonna get up with my cousins. We about to get them. So it because Jay is like the super baby face. He was the last year too, even for Survivor Series and stuff like that. But now Roman just feels like he is that baby face character. He's the top baby face now on Raw. That's what it feels like.
I think he has to get there. I think it has to be a build. I'm gonna be honest. The Paul Heyman stuff. That's you
check this out.
It's weak.
This shit stinks.
Mm-hmm. You can't recreate it. They tried to do it with Seth. It wasn't going to work. And that's okay. Because the man is back.
Shout out to the MAGA man.
You're right. It was a very definitive babyface promo.
Yeah.
It was very definitive, and it basically, he picked a side.
You'll see him yeeting next Saturday or Sunday on camera this time too.
That's the thing with this right? They always go super left. And the thing with Roman is we've seen the tribal chief era, and it's hard when you go back and when they try to flip and we see a different side of him. Point in case, those fucking Vanity Fair pictures. Now, y'all know I love Roman to death, but I can't look at those Vanity Fair pictures.
With them loafers on? You don't want them in them loafers?
It's not even the loafers. The Speedos, the robe. I thought it was
I
AI.
didn't see any of this.
You haven't seen that?
No.
It's funny. I was scrolling X, and then I saw, I was like, whoa. I thought it was AI. I was like, who made these? And I'm like, Vanity Fair. I'm like, oh, this is real? I was like, okay. Okay.
I was on vacation.
They were bad bitch pictures. And I was like,
They were. And
every time I see them, I scroll very fast because I don't want to see my tribal chief like that. No.
Listen, I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, this shit stinks.
Yes.
This is the reason why.
Cuz ain't alive. He's not live when he said that. It's a button he pressed. It's a video. He keeps playing the video.
The reason why people like Mr. Perfect and motherfucking Hercules Hernandez, these niggas that ran with Bobby Heenan worked so they were never good guys.
Right.
They have always been dicks. Roman Reigns only works as a dick.
Whoa.
That's it.
A big one.
All right, yo. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
now she-
It's true. It's
Yo,
true. He scored when he was working with Constable Corbett. When he was the big dog and he was working with Constable Corbett,
Swingyard.
he
it
was
stinks.
snuffing him on the low, and it worked because he was.
And they poured the dog food. Man, they
Yo,
poured the dog
it's-
food on him.
Yo, good Roman Reigns. Like, yo, you're not a good guy with those teeth. Like, yo, you're not. Like,
They
somebody,
say, they used to say the same thing about the great contacts.
what
You
I'm
can't
saying,
be a
like,
good guy with it. And I think they rejected a lot of stuff they did early because they knew like they had a good looking guy. But
that
like
was it.
they didn't know, and it was a lot of that stuff was bad.
He's supposed.
And then they
like,
put him next to the GOAT.
he's not a good guy. Let's leave him there.
That's right.
Like, yo, you don't gotta apologize for being a dick to your. I mean, you may want to apologize to your family for being a dick, but you ain't got to. You the chief. Like, yo, I'm the chief. Y'all know what it was. We can move past that. That's it. You want to apologize, you yeeting and all this other shit. That ain't you, fam.
Right.
I'm gonna tell
Rich
you.
Coat would never yeet.
Right.
Yeah. Yeeting, slapping hands with the fans, all that.
Trench Coat ain't doing this. He's trench coat. He got a hammer underneath that ball.
Listen, the one person who is taking full advantage of getting a chance to be themselves is Naomi. I tweeted earlier this week. I don't care who you is. I don't care who you want to argue with. There's no one right now on TV more entertaining.
No one's arguing.
She's having such a good time. Like that's the thing. It's the reason why people fool with us. Because when we do this thing that we do, it look like we having a good time. Because we are. You can't make. Listen, we watch. It's predetermined and all that. But when we hear we're having a good time, there's nothing better than that. And niggas like, man, I would love to be over there by cuz shoe boxes and behind the bar and over there at Mimi desk and over there, you know what I mean, kicking boxes with Corey in the back room, in the stock room. Like people watch and they say, yo, I would love to be there. When you watch the stuff that Naomi is doing when she's riding around on the goddamn suitcase, I would love to be in another suitcase. Yo, you wilding right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she's out there talking to
Stuff the cake with
homegirl,
razor blades, man.
when she tell homegirl, nigga, I don't know what you just said. That's yo.
And then turn around and get on the timeline. Where my shit at? You got my shit.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. I was in the store.
Say good morning
yo, and shout out to Gabby and Lip Lawson Life. She was there too.
Yeah.
We were in the store when Naomi walked in there and she just started going ham. And I'm like, oh, this works. And me overthinking, overanalyzing, I'm like, I wonder if they just didn't put her stuff out on purpose just for this angle to look that much better. When she was running around saying, where's my stuff? Why isn't my, she's throwing shirts on the ground and it just worked so perfectly. And it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so it was one of those moments that was genuine that you had to be there, because I can tell you this, she was walking in the store and it took people, you could see it on the videos. It took people a second to realize it was her because it was so authentic. Like she just randomly rolled up and was like, where's my stuff? Where? And people were looking and they were, she's walking past people and people double turn. They're like, oh, that's Naomi. And then people are taking their phones out because she was literally right next to people as if she was a shopper in there. I just thought that made it all the more better because nobody was anticipating. It wasn't a gang of people waiting for her. Like, oh, here, like it looked like it was people knew she was coming. It made it look that much better because people did not know she was there. It took people a good second to realize it was her. I thought that was great.
Patty,
fly ass bitch.
We.
That's why we relate to her. That's why dig it. You know what I mean? Like somebody like that.
Special Nobodies is allowed to. She was definite. Her riding around on that goddamn suitcase is hilarious.
That was great. It just felt like it's the purest thing in pro wrestling. It's a pro wrestler being a bit silly, leaning into a character, and being able to transfer and translate that on TV. Man, listen, you follow the win or you follow the strike with a mark, and that's how your score goes up in bowling, right? Corey, you know that.
Yes.
Because you know I've been talking about that a lot lately.
I don't know shit about no bowling.
You talking about a BRP bowling match? Is that what we were doing?
We're definitely not talking about
we
that.
can't bowl.
That's what I thought.
When you strike, when you get a strike, you got to follow that with a nice mark so that score look right, right? And I think that's one of the more important things in pro wrestling is one result, one match isn't the end all be all if you can follow that up with another good frame. AEW had a very, very good pay-per-view a week ago. Now it's time for them to, because they're set up to go a bunch of different directions.
Yep.
And I guess the big thing that's going to hold them back from that is that Bruv is hurt. You know what I mean? The injury bug that struck them niggas. Bruv came out this week. You know what I mean? Will Ospreay came out this week, announced that he's hurt. You know what I mean? Vertebrae, bacchiotomy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They saying he hopes to be back by Forbidden Door, which
let's keep it a buck.
It's a month away.
Bruv sat in, again, go back to this. I've gone back to this on a few occasions. Bruv sat in that motherfucking car, cut that cut that phone on and gave you a heartfelt message saying, yo, I cannot wrestle the way that I've been wrestling much longer, and cut the phone off. He signed with AEW and still wrestled the way he said he wasn't supposed to be wrestling. Bruv ain't, you talking about in a month?
That's what he said, a month.
A month.
The 24th, that's a month.
Bruv ain't supposed to be wrestling at all.
Right.
Math, it can be argued he was supposed to be out for almost a year ago, to be honest.
And what did he do?
Went on as if nothing happened.
Like it was no, like this was not an issue. And now we stand here like, yo, you don't know if you're gonna have Bruv next year.
Yeah.
And and the thing is, the he's so great that you don't want that to happen, but he's not going to slow down. So let me. Bruv says he's going to be back in 4 weeks. Bruv will fuck around and be in the ring in a month.
So let me ask you a question. If he's doing this, right, he knows what his body, he know his body, whatever. If he know he's just wrestling, he don't got a lot of time, so he's just going to do what he do. Is he putting people in the right place to succeed him, to be there after he gone? You know what I mean? Is he doing what he's supposed to do now? Or would you rather see him work a different style? Is he capable of working a different style?
I think he's almost being treated as an attraction. You're just getting him at this point, and whatever great matches you're getting because what you're saying, you don't know how long you have him. There's no long term where, like, even if he got the world championship, it wouldn't be a long run. A month.
Why would you want that? Why would you guys want that? Why would you want that a little bit? Like, why would this man?
I'm not saying I want it, but I feel like they would do it because of the attraction that he is.
I think because you put the every time you put this man on a pay-per-view, you're getting Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl every single time. Every single time you get this nigga is he's Yoda with the lightsaber. Like, it's the craziest thing you see. and you like this every time on these pay-per-views.
But at the expense of his well-being.
The problem
That-
with what Cuz is saying is Boa was only on one Tecmo Bowl.
Correct.
Yep.
And that's the reason.
That's the point. But this is what I'm saying is when a nigga, perfect example, I'm sorry, Corey, Marion Ball, right? If
Sure.
you remember a guy like that, every time Marion Ball hit a nigga, it was a car crash. You knew that wasn't sustainable. But when he was on the field, it was magic. The question is it okay to allow someone to be a car crash every week when you know it's going to be short-term rental?
At this point, I guess it has to be asked, and it's crazy to ask it, but it's almost as if AEW knows that, like, is that what they're doing? Are they just letting him? They're saying, okay, we just got to get what we can out of him because we can't plan long term because we truly don't know if it's on the long term with him, or is it just we're getting every match. The next match could be his last almost.
But
that's almost the approach they're taking.
The thing is, that's the approach he took.
Yeah, and him too. Yeah, I agree.
Like, yo, bruv, no bullshit, is one of those guys.
Oh, yes.
If he were to dial that shit down, I legit think that he would be like a souped up Seth Rollins still. Like, he's spectacular now. Yeah. If you dial that shit now, he's still souped up. Whoever your best man is, he's still him times 2.
But can Twister rap like Common?
We don't know.
That's the question. And so this late in the game, does it make sense for someone to dumb down the double their dollars? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's too late. It's too late for him to dumb down. He was supposed to dumb down when he shot that video.
Yeah.
Right.
He was supposed to dumb down and take 10 months off and then come there. But remember, when he shot that video, I think he had just signed or
he wasn't signed.
He was waiting to come over to the States because he was finishing commitments overseas to start with AEW. I think it was a bad case of he was up against the wall, and I will say this. I think AEW would have gave him the time off and prolonged it, but it was so much hype, especially into was he going to sign with WWE? Was he going to sign with AEW? And I think everybody, you can't place it, I think, on one person. I think everybody let the expectation of he signed with AEW, we got to get him out there. And they let that happen, and he never stopped. When he probably, and again, I'm no doctor. I don't know. He knows his body better than all of us. But it almost feels like when he shot that video, he should have stopped then. And I think AEW could have afforded waiting the 9 months, 10 months, whatever, and having a healthy him where you could plan long term instead of doing almost like a Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson type thing in the sense of we know we have him. Let's just use him because remember when Danielson came in pretty much to AEW, they cranked out all the dream matches with him because it was just like, okay, we get Danielson and Omega, we're getting Danielson and Moxley, we're getting Danielson and MJF. They were doing all the matches that you were wanting to get, and yes, obviously that's what you want when you're watching, but they were cranking them out at such a high volume, it almost felt like, they're getting the best out of him before they can't get anything out of him.
They can't get anything, yeah.
Yep.
No, you were cooking, nigga. You ain't have to stop. Go ahead.
Nah, it was, and that's how I felt with that because with Daniel saying it's almost like AEW knew they were getting him on borrowed time when they got him from WWE in the first place because WWE was treating him as if he was on borrowed time. WWE almost had him in a bubble pretty much, and it was very protective of what they were doing with him, and rightfully so. I mean, there's a history there. Right. But AEW got him and was like, listen, we're taking Bryan Danielson's word for it. And he, again, he knows his body. He knows what he could do until the doctors say otherwise. They cranked out all those matches with him. Like, nothing felt like, okay, Danielson's just there. Danielson was in the BCC. He was in, He was doing all this stuff, but it felt like Danielson was an attraction because they knew we've only got X amount of time to get these matches out with him. So
what's Kevin Owens' injury?
Neck, right? Neck.
It's his neck, right?
I think they were saying what people were saying was similar to Austin and Edge and all them.
So bruv is his spine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was his neck surgery. KO just had successful neck surgery.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't Ospreay's injury? I think I don't know. Is it similar to what Rollins was going through 2 years ago? Maybe at a higher severity, but Rollins was going through a bad back for a while.
At this point, you're talking to Sierra.
Orton, you mean? Orton had a really bad back.
Yeah, Orton did too, but Seth Rollins had a bad back as world champion.
Lower,
and they kind of worked through it.
Yeah, shit. You hold them as an attraction. Like when we see when I see Will Ospreay, I'm like, yo, why is he on Wednesday? Why is he wrestling Wednesday? And why is he wrestling Wednesday like he's at Wrestle Kingdom? Chill out.
Mm-hmm.
I should see you twice. I should see you once a month. I should see you wrestling once a month, if that. You know what I'm saying?
But you also realize because they don't have as many pay-per-views over there, you would never see him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's not like you and a lot of times you don't see him. You know, this nigga is still commuting. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't
flying
see him
across the pond.
Because the only time, and I'm gonna be real with you, the only time I saw him was Wrestle Kingdom. That's the only time I saw him because that's the only time I was tuning in. So if I see him twice a month, once a month, once every other month, I'm good.
Yo.
Like that's he does. Like I feel like he deserves that because he's still an attraction, but y'all done ran this nigga into the ground.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot of miles on him, and we don't know how that is going to pan out. Now, Corey, you mentioned Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, Daniel, Dan, all of it. He did pop up last week at the pay-per-view.
Yes.
It was good to see him. People went crazy. He is not back. He is not back. No. He is at fireman practice. He is at fireman practice every day. He want to be a fireman. He don't want to be a wrestling man. He want to be a fireman. So he is in fact not back.
Shout out to him for that. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't his father that passed away? Wasn't he a firefighter too?
I didn't know that.
I gotta look that up. I think I could be mistaken.
Be a fireman, he gotta cut that beard off. He gotta cut it off.
I'm sorry. I thought you were joking. He wants to be a fireman.
He's a volunteer. He's being a volunteer firefighter, I believe.
Yeah, that's what he's in training to do. A couple other notes just from AEW this week. They're doing a Mox Hangman rematch next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is it. Listen, they gotta go away.
It's in Chicago.
I feel like it ain't no more milk in that titty, yo. They've gone to Chicago. Chicago is one of the hottest like hardcore wrestling cities, but I feel like they go to that well often, right? Especially with Punk. I'm gonna be honest, the way it looks where they've been, like the Philly Jones and all that looks great. I like the smaller venues. I don't know, man. Chicago.
That looks good.
One
thing was a lumberjack. I was tripping. I was like, maybe it's
now. I believe that's he's got the beard for it. The one thing I really loved is they're using the Hurt Business like the APA when they had Cope They Stokely reminds you that there's a restraining order against FTR. He was like, you know what? I forgot all about that. But so I had made a business decision. You know what I'm saying? And the business decision I made is with niggas that like to hurt people. And then they came out like, oh, APA, nigga, he hired y'all nigga. And I would love that would be hard for me. You know what I mean? Had them niggas, and they're also using that with the storyline with Max. Like Max is like, well, y'all ain't tell me, cuz what happened? And Bobby Jack showed up like, nigga, we ain't got to tell you nothing. So I like that they're furthering that. I don't like I'm hoping the Mox thing is about to be over, but I don't want to see none of them niggas no more, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we need to talk about the Mox thing. We do.
So they can talk.
Yeah, no. It's, and I know some people want to see, All In should have been the end of that. First of all, why were they fighting each other in the 6-man last week? It's like Mox just got hung by a chain. He just lost to him. Why are they fighting again? And now they're gonna fight again. And again, it's a wait and see thing. But for me, just on the surface, I'm like, for me to see All In, people that paid for that, people that went, we did all of that, and then we just got it twice again for free within 2 weeks. It's like, why? For me, it's like, why? But again, I'm also a person that wait and see, let it play out. So I'm gonna let it play out for next week, and maybe there's a different piece coming to the story.
It's definitely a different piece coming.
Yeah, it's because it just, for me, like I said, on the surface, it's like, dag, especially for people that paid $60-$70 for All In or whatever, or made accommodations and went out for that, to see that match and then to see it again 2 weeks in a row. I mean, not that to them interacting in a match 2 weeks in a row after all of that for the build of All In. It's like, okay, but again, probably wait and see. But that was my immediate thought of it.
Yo, so a couple news and notes before we got out of here. I'm not gonna hold niggas long. I promise you. I promise you I'm not. I told you. I told the congregation earlier. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. But I'm gonna get to the point. Couple news and notes. The Netflix VP said that WWE is everything that they've hoped for, and people have been, lambasting is a good word. They've been killing Triple H. You know what I'm saying?
They got to get more Raws on there, man, from the vault. It's too. They got the last 3 years of complete years, but everything's real sketchy in the other years. They gotta, I think their uploading time's got to be a little better for all the rest of the old Raws from back in the day. Like, if you're going to have that stuff on there, it's too many bits and pieces. It may be everything that they wanted, but, I mean, for the consumer, for me, if I'm paying the 13 or the 19 or 20, if I'm paying for anything premium with that, at least give me all the stuff that you're at least able to give so far. I don't work in that tech side, but I have to imagine that shouldn't take that long.
Yo, really, really crazy piece of news. Shout out to Buff Bagwell. Buff Bagwell got his leg amputated. Apparently, it was an above the knee amputation. He had a car accident back in 2020, and he's had problems with it for years. It was interesting. I thought, there's a Maven in there in the room with him? Niggas was taking video.
That's why I saw the picture from Maven.
Niggas in there taking pictures and with the stump. I thought that was strange. They was rubbing his stump like it was Apollo.
All right.
Show some love. Show me some love. But no, he seemed to be in really good spirits. Taking it on the chin, pause. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's what you want me. I didn't want to. We've been morbid all week. We've been morbid all. God dang. Listen, I would. You know what I mean? He was happy, so I'm gonna be happy. God dang.
Yep.
There are a couple shows coming up. Of course, SummerSlam is next week. We got Heat Wave coming up. Toward the end of August 21st, we got Forbidden Door, where bruv say he coming back, and
it's
we got
in England too. I didn't even think about that till just now. That's probably why he's trying to push it. It's in England.
It's a home game. He ain't got the commute.
Yeah.
And then you got Clash in Paris. Speaking of Europe, you know, we all coming up before the end of the month.
Yeah.
We started the show with the news of what we started with. And the one thing that Cal said and that I kind of reiterated is the important part of whatever you take from Main Man. The point is you take today to shine light on something that Black people are doing. And July 26th, Saturday, Charlotte, North Carolina. If you can make it out, babe, going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Slingshot, man, out in Charlotte, man. Ashe 10. The last one was amazing. It was fun, you know, being in the audience. It was fun to kind of watch it back. They got a full card. Chris Lee and Big Swole on the commentary again, which, listen, they did a good job last time. I think they got their team at this point. Ashton Starr, St. Julius, Keith Mack, Dante Khalifa in the opening match. You got frontman John C. and Gresham in a rounds match. So, you know what I mean? They're going to do the wrestling. You got the young lady, Mia Friday and Tasha Steele.
Shout out to Mia Friday.
This is not in the tournament. There's a pick your poison match selected by Darius Carter, Billy Dixon versus Ron Rembrandt. You got Ugly Gang. Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to Jordan Hope.
You already know.
Shout out to Zay Vega.
And the versus the Audacity. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, cuz Treehouse
had me think about a comeback, babe.
Proceed.
I'm gonna just put a hat on.
Treehouse Lee is wilding.
Yes, he is. But the video announcing all the rest of the videos, the little song and yo dance, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. Now a match that is in the Ashe Women's Championship tournament. This might steal the show for me. Charity King and Jordan Blade. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be
money on Charity King. No disrespect to the district.
Home team. A match that has been building across different shows. The last two shows I went to, Suge D and Khan. We had a good conversation with Khan after the last event, man. I can't wait. That should be very good. And we have Darius Carter versus Yaya. If you remember, last time we had Darius on, he called me specifically out because I said I would love to see Yaya with a title over there because he is their hometown guy. And I would like the homegrown guy. I would love to see the homegrown guy with a title. This is a non-title match. So the world title isn't up for grabs. But if they come if there's a mid-card title on the way, if this isn't a title match, then I'd like to see Yaya with that title. Yaya go crazy, man. Yaya also like, wait, that man working. No, you don't think he working. Nothing. Well, look, look. I ain't gonna hold y'all. What y'all about to do?
we out of here.
What y'all ready? Y'all going? What y'all ready? What y'all ready? Y'all going out? Y'all going home? No, I'm putting y'all niggas out. Look, it's time to go.
We getting the fuck out of here.
No, we definitely not. Y'all gotta go. I can't stand you niggas. But before we get before we get out of here, we're gonna slow it down and speed it up. Who are y'all? Black Rasslers of the Week, Sister Mimi. Who you got?
My Razor Blade, Naomi. Always and forever.
Brother Cole.
Trick Williams. I thought he had a great performance with the Undertaker in particular yesterday 2 days ago on NXT. Stood his ground. I thought he didn't look like anybody that just happened to be in there with Undertaker, and it's an Undertaker love fest for it. I thought Trick held his own, did great at the pay-per-view as well. It's Trick Williams for me.
Cuz.
Yeah, Trick did had a choir with him. Trick came out dressed as Booker T. Shout out to fucking Trick. I want to say Leon Slater. You know I always go with an unside hype. So I'm going to go with Kaya Dream winning the new tradition Lucha Libre Victoria Cup. Culture Inc.'s Queen of the South, Kaya Dream. That's my blue wrestler of the week.
So Brother Cal sent his in along with his video. He did say Leon Slater.
Of course he did. Sorry, bastard.
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. However, I personally, put everything on the line, literally. AJ Francis put it all on the line in that moonsault.
Yeah.
I'm glad he made it. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't look good at first.
It did not look good.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. Please, on the way out, please stop leaning on black people. Stop leaning on other black people over white people. Stop being mean and saying wild things to black people over white people. I'm just telling you got to just let them niggas be them niggas, man. It is what it is. And before we get up out of here, how can the good folks get at y'all on social media? I guess I'll go with the semi guest, but he can go in the refrigerator. Corey, how can the folks get at you on social media?
Yeah, listen, it's right there at My Kicks My Fix on X, on IG. I post about sneakers all the time. I've been a sneaker collector for probably almost 30 years now, realistically. So I buy sneakers all the time. I buy championship belts. I just posted a video of the Travis Scott belt. I've been doing all that for years. Big wrestling fan, big shoe collector. Shout out to y'all for allowing me to be here tonight. I really appreciate it. And my schedule's always open on Thursday for y'all. So anytime you need me, I'm here.
Hey, shout out to everybody working in that sweatshop you got in your basement that make all them shoes and belts. Mimi, how can the folks get at you? There's an audio version of this podcast.
It's okay. She's saving the audio for Tuesday at 6:35 p.m. on Spaces for Turnbuckle Talk.
There you go.
That's right.
Buckle.
That's us.
Good. Once again, this is an audio podcast as well. I swear to you. I promise you. I promise you, ignorant niggas. I'm Hey man, IlFam79 your social media choice. At Black Rasslin, blackwrestling.com, at Cal on Twitter, whoever knocking stuff over, cuz like hit me if you need me help. At Dapper Dan Midas, DDM, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, man, god dang it, DDM. Take us out, brother.
Isn't it ironic? All you wanna do is so chronic. But then you forgot when you were down who was around. I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore, waiting for love to walk through the door. I wish I didn't miss you anymore.